This is obviously not mine. Tall is a bit far.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Mm.
Nattering all day is tiring work.
Who the fuck is Daphne? Other than the character from Scooby-Doo, of course.
I can't wait to see what the day holds. What else needs
Precious little time once we're ready to give the signal.
always another errand?
Well met, Silver. How we
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart.
Oh. That's
Very well.
mean.
Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we were...
That's so stupid. Do you have any unfinished business? Yeah, of course I have unfinished business. Like a gazillion quests.
Getting proper rest isn't Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come,
Yeah.
we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is More to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of it.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows.
Mhm.
Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing, no matter how they fascinate me. It isn't to be.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, it might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir. Many thanks. But this is no place to practice. Would you be... That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate. I do hope you'll join me. For now...
Yes.
Look, as long as you...
We have to change vocation.
Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. Follow me, master. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Warte, na gut. Yeah, could be also. Hm. Hm. Why not?
Always a pleasure.
Need anything?
Pray, follow me.
We've a long journey ahead of us. We ought to employ an ox cart and save our strength.
What the fuck?
Tis as you say.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs just to be sure.
Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance.
I don't care.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Over here, if you please.
No mercy!
I can proceed no further.
Fly off as soon as you can. We've no healing magic at our disposal, so a curative will have to be.
One moment, if you please. I nearly forgot to mention. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Come, I'll lead the way. Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind.
Good to know.
I'll keep hold of the enemy.
Yeah. Efficiency at its best.
Would that we might always be so instead, eh?
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
A firm push is what's needed here.
Oh, that was. Okay, desync black screen.
Pray, follow me. Goblins, Master!
Can't leave it to him.
Hard. Be sure to avoid open flame.
Prepare yourself.
Paul Theodore. Is it?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? We're here, and none the worse for wear. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
We shall have to make use of curiosity till a mage joins our ranks.
One moment, if you please. I nearly forgot to mention.
Have faith in your arm. We'll see you through.
You must cleanse yourself of that oil, post haste.
Really? Where are you going? Oh, Mensch. Wo ist das fucking...
Come, I'll lead the way.
Well done.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time. Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
We've no need of magic type, so a curative will have to do.
Be that as it may be. If no one will do it in my stead, then I suppose I have little choice but to obey. Watch for the hobgoblin!
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength. I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
Pray, follow me.
Oh, it's always one more.
I'm hard pressed, I need help!
Wird kein Mensch.
By your command, Arisen.
Oh, halt die Klappe, Mensch. Talk to me like I understand that gibberish. Will you stop following me, please?
This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
We need only hone our skills, and in time we shall be indomitable.
Indeed, you are correct.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here and take your aim at yon targets. You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of elven make, bows crafted by other races are designed for keen aim. Is that not so? But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of elven make, however. Our bows are crafted to guide not the hand, but the heart. Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now.
Huzzah!
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. Dead center. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. It is a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself. Yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance with this bow has divested me of such doubts. But the ingenuity of this design, if only my people would take heed. It is all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tool so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
It seems Sir Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
I suppose 'tis so.
With the bow you gifted me in hand, I no longer dread being put to trial. I almost look...
Okay.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Why ist die fucking Faust im Prinzip?
Best check my stock before a customer comes along. Got to crack a few skulls if you want to be top dog.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Back.
And yeah, watches out of again. Why do I need to charge my watch every so often?
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
Crack a few skulls if you want.
Over here, if you would.
You fond of those eyes? Keep them to yourself.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
Our strategy for safeguarding the Arisen during incantations shall prove key.
They also is perfect.
I've trained for this.
All the best tales.
You!
Travelers at the inn.
When does my watch end?
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
I'm a tad bit.
I've trained for this.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
Boots laced, belt strapped. I'm ready to turn in for a night.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have that girl's always running off on some fools. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain...
We forget the value of a moment's contemplation.
Yeah, but he got away because someone had to talk to me.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
We might kill two birds with one stone. Or focus on our current objective. Both choices have merits.
What's got you in such a good mood? Do tell.
Ready for the morrow.
This town must have needs. 'Tis my duty to find them.
Interested in my wares? Can't work as late as I used to anymore. Quite the predicament.
Oh, sir, the young master has not returned. I beg you, find him and bring him safe.
You'll help him, won't you, Arisen?
Mhm.
Quite the predicament.
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melv and search for him. I can guide you.
No.
To the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
Yeah, but if we want to get to Melv,
I'm
then
only glad I don't have to lead the way.
we
for
take
a
an ox
change.
cart.
The hours seem to fly when I'm here. But dreams are free, I say.
Then I don't know how timed it is. Is it timed? Yes, it is timed. Then we go down foot.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
'Tis the Arisen's
Doesn't
choice to
drive.
make. Though I certainly wouldn't begrudge the chance to put my feet up.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now, and
How are we to get through this door?
I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it, if you like.
is this place bereft of beasts and brigands both?
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. Here we are.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map.
'Twas a fine journey we shared.
Let
Wherever
us
your
work
travels-
together to honor. You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Here we go again.
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
I am well aware.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Come, I'll lead the way.
You'll not live to regret this. Was most effective. I've got hold of the enemy.
Splendid. Tis the simplest strategy that our foes performs. Knock its feet out from under it and strike edge with compass. Like nothing. Tis a road worthy of fortune. Lord save our best will do.
I think I get the idea.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
I am well aware.
Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I wrap you. See? An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
Pray, follow me.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
Let us see what you're made of.
Someone saw fit to camp here, it would seem.
Would be a fine spot to rest, should we have need of one. Seems I've drawn the short straw. Of course, I wouldn't dream of complaining about it.
Come on then.
Green fine!
How's the flame ported?
Fine display of skill.
Nice of you to say so.
Who's this called Theodore? Fine.
Ah, I see you pinched something about bow. Crafty of you.
We want to hold the high ground when fighting on an incline. Can't have our foes using it against us. Fight back!
To really equip some fire skills at some point.
Hello.
Ett par.
I look to have braced for that.
Quite the view from up here. Let me see how high up it's scaled.
Hello.
Splendid.
This bow is nigh unstoppable when 'tis rough. We must do all
Yeah.
to prevent it from losing its temper.
Then we'd best fell it quickly, or else wait till its fury subsides.
The other one. Thank you. Oh, and the angel also. Seems you triggered each other. Whoa.
You would have me lead? Consider it done.
Hello.
No mercy!
It's also cool.
Battles atop bridges are best avoided.
It seems safe enough, at least.
I understand. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
No quarrel here.
The twinkling stars are captivating to behold.
Captivating to behold. Pitch it more, really.
I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy.
Don't be such a worrywart. I know what I'm doing. Too fast for you. An appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. It will take an age to arrive on foot. Better we made use of a ferry stone, if one's available.
You can't go there very stone. Of course there's no...
What you waiting for? Get on with it. I'm none too proud to scarp up. How do you like that?
Yeah, how long does it take and where do you go, by the way? Okay. So we go this path and yeah, okay. It's interesting that they all know different paths.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
This creature is hard as stone, making it ideal for tossing at our other foes.
Am I expected to pick that up? If I must.
Yeah, what's going on? Can you continue?
Pray, follow me.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
You could, but you won't.
We've got goblins!
I suppose I'll handle this.
The foremost priority is the Valkyrie's blade.
Let us see what you're made of.
Come, I'll lead the way.
The adventure, that's absurd.
This way, Master. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials. Out in different creations.
Over here, if you please.
Yeah, man, this game is ridiculous.
My sword strikes true.
Well done. Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed aught being killed for.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Feature that he tells you backman all the time. Yes.
Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I...
Whatever makes you happy, I guess, but
Be sure to avoid losing flame.
I didn't do too much. Like nothing backman specific.
Pray, follow me.
Yeah, he is kinda random. It's obvious. Yeah, that's just variation.
Come to think of it, different masters favor
There's a
different
parameter which tells him how much to vary his reactions. It's not in Melgrim, I'm self-aware. Yes, this dude. Yes. I'm scared of Gangolf.
That was outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
What?
Who knows what he would be doing if he was given access to the API also.
What? What?
Say some for the rest of us, Arisen.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle
Nani?
continues.
Sounding success.
Nani?
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
Yes. What's going on?
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melve in search for him. I can guide you to the place Arisen, or thereabouts.
Vanguard is yours. Lead on.
He's great. Yes. Yes. 1-1.
Over here, if you would.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
This creature is hard as stone, making it ideal for tossing it our other foes.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Swift Bailey. What's with him? Bailey is poisoned, of course.
Goblins, Master!
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
Pray, follow me.
This is beyond me, I fear.
Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind.
Are getting somewhere. Which is good because at some point we got a good bit already. Poor wave, it's fall over. And all are like, oh, but room, we only just started.
Let us see what you're made of. You would have me lead? Consider it done.
I can't get away!
Prepare yourself!
Ah, 'tis you. Thank goodness you happened by, or who knows what might have become of me. You have my gratitude, but do excuse me. I'd best make for home.
Let me get that. Master Sebastian ought to be safe now. But shall we look in on him at the manor all the same? Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
Vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Take care. Ice can be deadly.
Halt! Who goes there? This village is under the direct authority of Her Grace the Queen Regent. We are to grant no unknown persons entry. Off with you then.
Stop that!
We are none of us alike in vocation.
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Let's go.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
We've arrived.
Give me a moment to think, will you? What am I supposed to do about it?
Lots to do.
But dreams are free, I say.
I shall be on top form today. I can feel it.
Tranquil places such as this are real treasures.
That's acting up today.
Time to be heading up.
I've walked hunting and I know how to spend it. Still waiting on my report.
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real.
It's
Rather
obvious
rare,
now.
and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been indeed. The mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, do be sure to leave the house unseen, and fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
The air certainly took a fell turn back there. Perchance we stepped on aught we shouldn't have.
This outcome has left me with much to ponder.
Quite the predicament.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Finger wasting located with long.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist.
Ignorant fools!
What? You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Oh, he could do so.
Ignorant fools!
Next drawing, what? Waspo snakes?
Have you found any of the items we discussed? Per chance.
Always a pleasure.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
Good day, sir.
Got any arms for a man down?
Welcome to Bjorn, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So if we... check the price, just remember, my... visitors die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial of archery. I thought it only right to tell you that, as you were the one who gifted me the bow that I'll be using. I was also rather hoping you would consider attending. No one could be worthier of witnessing this milestone in elven archery than you. Ah, but the path to the arbor is not easily found or followed. 'Twould be best I escorted you. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side. Come find me when you are ready to make for the sacred arbor, the village of my people.
The trial of archery is nigh.
Zur Hurbe. Ist dort eine... Muss auf Feast of Deception? Ja. Yeah, pencil long crossed. Ooh.
If we would bear witness, we must first go to the ruins where Sir Glyndor trains. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
You!
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Greed will get you nowhere, friend.
Fight that!
You there! Halt! Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. Report to me if aught catches your eye.
Yes, sir!
We shall see how bold you are in irons.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
What should I do?
Welcome. Well met.
Well met, sir. Fancy again? Fine wares all.
What a bizarre village that was. The villagers stared at me with a bizarre intent. 'Twas as though they were prey.
I fear I've not useful to
Aught you need of me?
You looking to enlist? I'll give you...
Welcome.
Plenty of gossip to be had here.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit. This is a taste of anyone's
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread. Boards after training. Would that all my days were so...
Flattering all days.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
I suppose that's enough for one day. I don't like dead on my feet. I want to go home. Maybe I'll keep right here.
Time to be interested in my wares? The things I could do with an ox cart full of gold.
Can't wrap my head around this.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Now merely sit back and enjoy.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've...
Got any tales to liven up my day? Not my kind of place, this. Stock up on the basics. Quit acting so chummy.
Now this is a conundrum.
Tomorrow will be no different.
I'd sooner be home.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
I can make no sense of this.
I don't mind it. My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Sammelt die Quest doch so wird. Just go to magic spot or so. It's nothing else triggers.
This job better be worth it. It's too bloody early.
This place cheers me right up.
I've little enough gold to spend as it is.
Dull days for us are a sign of
This sits funny with me, truth be told.
Still. Just haven't seen him.
my bed calls, and I shan't resist.
I pity the attempt to live in idleness.
Hi, sir. What I can do for you? What? You mean to say my Albert's a noble and has only been pretending to be a beggar? Earning a living in the slums isn't easy, but Albert and I, we promised each other we'd try our hardest to make ends meet. We've been working toward that all this time, and you're saying 'tis all a lie? I don't want to believe such madness, but nor can I deny that these garments are my husband's. Pray, tell me where you found them. I must see this for myself.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
In a fucking few days' time.
Make no sense. I swear it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
The trial of
still.
archery is nigh. If we would bear witness.
I'm going to bed now. So good night.